Hey everyone, it's Chris again, and I just did something to my game that I believe will make it far more addicting. So, what I've done is I've added three qualities of gear that you can pick up. Each quality allows for a different number of bonuses on your item. So, at the moment, I have a single blue tier quality item, this fire talisman, and it gives me 1% regenerate. If it's purple, it has two stats. If it's orange, it will have three stats on it. So you could theoretically get up to 30% of the same stat on a single item. Now, I know you don't have a context for that yet, but that's a very large amount. Imagine getting, 30% of your life back on a kill, for example. So you can become very, very powerful in this game. And I believe it's something that I've found in other games is a lot of fun. It's very rewarding to spend time picking up items for a long time. That eventually you find something great. And lo and behold, I just found a purple, a 5% chance of that happening. It doesn't have great stats on it, but I'm going to put it on for the bonuses. So it has toughness and vampirism. Toughness is less damage. Vampirism is life back on kills. So not fantastic stats, but just a 5% chance of that happening just now. It just happened while picking up the rare items. It's actually less than 5% because you've got to roll that item first as well. So it's actually much lower. But once you roll the item, it's a 5% chance of getting a purple, 10% of a blue, and a 2.5% chance of an orange, which is the best you can get. On top of that, there's different qualities of items. For this guard armor is far better base life than, say, this pacifist outfit. So you can get an amazing roll on a really weak item, and it's nowhere near as good as an amazing roll on a really good item with a good base stat. On top of the gun and armor that you can pick up that you'll be using, you can also get two rings, or gadgets I call them in this game. They were rings in Loot or Die. And the gadgets will allow you to have special abilities. These bad guys, when they hit you now, you get the grossed out debuff, which makes you slower. And it's a lot slower. It used to be like 20%, now it's 50%. And if I take a look at my character, it says grossed out, minus 50% movement speed. Whoa, he snuck up on me. I was lucky I was in that camera. I never even saw him. And I definitely need to add sounds to the game to make them better. Because you need to be able to hear enemies when they sneak up on you. You need to have some kind of warning. They can't just start hitting you. So I definitely will probably be doing bad guy sounds next. I have a World 1 boss ready to go. I'm currently programming him. And I'm just programming the whole how to do a boss in a multiplayer game scenario takes a little bit of time. So you have to account for a lot of different issues. And so I'll probably be doing that as well coming up shortly. Let's put a different gun out there. But it is, going back to my original reason for making the video, it is just so rewarding to find these random items. And I find myself just enjoying running around looking for the items and trying to get better ones. And if you get stats like lucky on your items, you can get more and more good items, better and better chance at it. So and it's exponential. So if you get a lot of lucky, you'll be finding more and more special items. If you were to be able to get, say, like 90% luck, which would be virtually impossible, all of your items would pretty much be special items. But that is virtually impossible. It would take a very long time to be able to get that. And you wouldn't have any other stats on your items, so you wouldn't necessarily be able to fight very well. And early on in the game, it won't require you to have special items to succeed. But as you progress, the enemies will get harder and harder compared to your gear. And your gear stats alone will not be enough to win. You will need to be able to find some special items And that's where the rings and the gadgets can really come in handy because they do not have stats on them, meaning that you can wear the same gadget from World 1 all the way to the end of the game. And if it has stats on it, it's always useful. You don't necessarily have to replace it. So the gadgets will also give people a reason to play lower levels so that they can find gadgets not available in the higher levels that they enjoy playing with. For example, the fire talismans that I have right now is really high damage, and it's only going to be available in World 1. So people later in the game may say, I really miss my fire talisman. I want to go back and get one. They're going to have to go back into a lower level, and maybe they'll help people, along the way, help them finish some enemies off. But yeah, I gotta say, the game's way more addicting when you're running around hoping for really awesome loot. And not just whether it's a rare item or not, but whether it actually rolls impressive stats. I mean, the odds are very low, and so that just makes the game way more fun. But let me know what you think. Let me know if you're looking forward to item hunting. And obviously, item hunting will be a big part of PvP because you're going to want to find the right stats to play player versus player and not get your butt handed to you. So that's what I have so far. Let me know what you think. I took the music out and the sounds in this video so it'd be easier to hear me. Alright, good luck and have fun.